Welcome to the Startup Grind.
This is my very special honor. It's an honor to welcome you on this special event. Most of us do not know what is Startup Grind, so I would like to start by introducing the Startup Grind. Startup Grind, for those who don't know, Startup Grind is the global startup community powered by the Google for the entrepreneurs, and it is designed to educate, inspire, and connect the startup and entrepreneurs who are actually on their route to build great company. The Startup Grind is actually created in 2010 by Derek in a very small office in California, and it is grow over the last literally grow over the last 5 years, and then it now is operating in 150 cities and 60 countries around the globe. And well, I think most of us may know myself, but I would humbly introduce myself. And I am Min Philippines, and I am a global partner of Pin Corporation, a Singapore-based company who actually a platform offering the mobile value-added services. And previously, I used to work in the finance and telecom industry in my capacity as a CMO and CMO respectively, with let's say multi-million-dollar revenue under the management until 2009, and after my schooling. So, but at the same time, I also involved in the academic work where I lecture the numbers of university in Cambodia, and currently also serve as the chairman and founder of IM Telco and F1 of Cambodia respectively, while serving as an ordinary member of Cambodian Chamber of Commerce. And before going on, let me also appreciate and express my thanks to my college. Also, Mr. Kal Somni is a co-startup grant in Cambodia, and also our college, Mr. Gugi, as I can name him, and Bopa, but he's not around, and the college Nara and Nina. Yeah. So But this thing is not limited to that. I think the event is happened because of our very helpful supporters. As you can see there, we got like the premium sponsors, the sponsors and sponsors. And the premium sponsor we got for this event, I think the organization have committed to support our startup grant for entire years to cover the monthly event series. So the ING, let me allow me to introduce a bit. ING is a conglomerate of company created in 2005 and originally launched by the Tycoon family, the Tycoon Ân Bun Ho, Tycoon Lâm Ruốc, Tycoon Lâm Bun Sua. Yes, and in 1993 when company just opened and generally known as a group of company. Yeah, and ING Holding is now led by the Tycoon Lim Bun Su in his capacity as the president of this organization. And ING Group is a leading, I would say, company, leading asset management, finance and asset firm in Cambodia with a diversified portfolio of under his management and ownership. The main company being under the ING Holding is, I think, Foreign Trade Bank, the INZ Investment, the Gujatel Online, the Don Ping Group, and the ING City. Yeah, and the rest. I mean, this is the main that I can recall. And we got also RMA is very supportive, I mean, from the beginning. And the RMA, I think most of them knows RMA is also a conglomerate who specializing in automotive and trading on the motor stuff, but they've been growing for the last 2 decades and into a very diversified business. And yes. And we also have sponsor from Bird. I think Bird is a German company, and they supply multiple things. He's supposed to be here, but unfortunately he got like a personal thing to do, so he cannot attend it. But I think it's good to recall about Bird. Bird actually supply all kinds of professional tools, chemical product, safety, equipment, material processing product, bowl and not, storage system. They are specializing in automotive, construction, maintenance. They position themselves as a world-class quality. And of course, we got the Cambodiana Hotel. It's been rated as a top hotel, originated in Battambang. And we got also the associate sponsors, I think mainly also company where I'm from. And F1Soft is actually a comprehensive technology provider specializing in mobile banking and internet banking stock management system. Same time, they also operate as a mobile financial service provider with the digital payment gateway and centrally wallet hosted. Okay. A little bit more about, I think a lot more about the sponsors, and maybe next time we get a sponsor also, or those who want to expose their brand for the benefit of startup community and also for the corporation as well, then we welcome for the next sponsorship. And well, actually we got double honor today because we got the premium sponsor Asia, and our honor speaker today also from Asia, the champion. And it's Mr. San, Mr. Nguyen San. Yeah, and I think I've been chat to Nguyen San for a lot, and then I mean, to make more comprehensive to all our audience and startup, I would say Mr. Sang has been, well, I think appointed as the CEO of company to taking the top role of the Asia late last year. And of course, Mr. Sang had joined the RMA as intern back in 1996. It's been like 20 years. And he progressed rapidly through the organization, thereafter holding senior position in the accounting and finance. Mr. Sang was appointed as deputy managers and CFO of RMA Cambodia in 2007. And in his role, Mr. Sang has helped significantly grow of the business and supported the diversification of the business from a very primary automotive power generation business into a very diversified business serving the need of customer in Cambodia. Mr. Sang is actually a graduate from the very famous University the University of Law and Economic. He with a degree in economy. He also qualified MBA from the Asian Institute of Technology. I think currently been ranked as a 5-star for the very creditable school in Asia. And of course, Mr. Sang is the first Cambodian who've been to Harvard University in the business management program. Okay, and Sang is a Cambodian, of course, you can see him. And but fortunately, and because it is he's the one who lead, let's say, one of the largest conglomerate and responsible for automotive infrastructures, special product leasing and express food group business, then including the well-known pizza company. So let us welcome Mr. Sang to go on stage. Share his success story.
Very good evening, everyone.
Maybe brief about the corporation.
Yeah, no, it's related to what I think later on will be a question from you. So in order to, you have a question on what we are doing, so better let me present you about RMA. Okay, before this working, let me say thank to the committee team here for the grant, setup grant that invited me to join this event. This is the first event that I joined with them. I understand that he invited me to talk more about the opportunity about the startup business, but I know a lot of people here, they not just startup, they have the company running very well, they have good business, so many of you here have a lot of good experience also. So what I try to share you here is what we have done, what we have made it success in our company. And that's the reason that I want to share some information about our company in order to connect with your question later on. So not because I want to promote our company. And by the way, as the CEO, my task also to promote the company. So who is a Cambodia group? By the way, I changed a bit from Philippines. He said Asia, so no longer we are A Cambodia. It can be A Cambodia, A Thailand, A Laos. So we are A. Okay, so A group in Cambodia, we have 4 companies. So we have A Cambodia itself, we have A Financial Finance, we have AVR, that Asia Vehicle Rental, and we have EIG Express Food Group. So this is the 4 companies in the RMA group in Cambodia. I just go a bit detail in RMA. So we have the on the automotive we have Ford, we have all range of Ford product from the United States, Europe, and also from Thailand. Also, we the dealer of Land Rover and Range Rover, and here's some picture. I just thought Simon just talking about, you know, they need a long wheelbase Range Rover. It's coming. And also we have a Jaguar. Actually, they call GLR, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Range Rover. It's the same company from UK. Just some products, so we have the Jaguar long wheelbase and the sport one here. Also, on maybe selling the agriculture machine, in this case, John Deere. So we have tractor, we have harvester. The harvester we have for cane harvester, we have top sugar harvester and corn harvester also. Also, we have the heavy equipment, the JCB from UK. We have the excavator, roller, and 3CX1. Also, we represent a Mitsubishi Fuso in Cambodia. Not the small truck, but the big one, and buses. We have also represent the TCM, the forklift from Japan, and JLG, the lifting product from US. Also, we represent a company from the joint venture between UK and Germany. It's called Mega and Seba. This is a testing equipment that specially used for EDC, Phnom Penh Water Supply, or any gas or oil company. Also, we represent the Dungeon is the racking. So if you have warehouse, we provide a full solution of racking system. This is the cleaning equipment or machine that we are the sole dealer in Cambodia from Germany, and also on the chemical for 3M product. Another company, what I just said is one company. Now we move to another company, finance. So if you need, to buy vehicle, equipment, or any product from RMA, probably you don't need, especially we're talking about the startup, and I'm going to talk also about the problem of the capital. So this will help you. It will help you because, you don't need full money to pay for the equipment. You just need to pay down the payment, and then you can pay in monthly more. Also, we have one company called AVR. We franchise the Avis. Avis is the number one car rental in US and probably also in the world. So we just signed agreement last year. We just celebrate the 1 year anniversary last week. So you can rent, drive by yourself or with the driver, or or even from one place to put at the other place, Phnom Penh to Siem Reap. So you just drive there and drop there. It's okay. Also, the company, I think Philippines is interested a lot on the food business. So we have a company called EFG Express Food Group. I think it's the leading food franchise in the country right now. We have 5 products. The first one is the pizza company. The second one, Swenson. Third is BBQ chicken, Dairy Queen, and the last one is Costa Coffee. Yeah. So this is just brief about our background and how our company moving. If I just refresh when I start working with the company, we have at that time we have around 40 people, 40, and we have some business that now no longer exists. And today we have 1,600 people, and probably by end of this year we can have 1,800 or 1,900 people. So let me continue from this one, just sharing about the idea how the business started up. I think probably nothing special or new, but probably everyone heard about it many times already. So the first one, we have to look at the opportunity. I mean the future need. What it mean by opportunity? A lot of people are talking about the opportunity. Probably you can spend a whole day talking about the opportunity. But today I just raise a bit on our experience on the opportunity. Just example in the case of the food business. In 1999, probably 2 years after I started working with the company, we drive, myself and the owner of the company, we drive along the road and we go to Boulevard, we drive that. And we saw people, they buying fried chicken, And we are, at that time, we are in the business of generator, we are in the business of automotive. And I'm talking with my boss. I said, how about we move to a food business? Not move, but we add a food business. He asked me why. Why we not stay focused on what we're doing right now? I said, probably the trend of the people. Because first I graduated from AIT in Thailand, so I know the market in Thailand. And here is nothing yet at that time. So I see the trend of the people moving to that way. And my boss is agree on that one. Said, yeah, the future need in the country probably need the franchise food. So we start, at that time we try to contact to KFC, but they are not interested. Because they said the country is not that legal yet, not ready yet. And luckily, my boss have his kids study together with the owner of the pizza company, and he become friend. So he talking with Bill Haneke, the owner of the pizza company in Thailand, and he agreed to give the franchise to Cambodia. So no one expect to be success at that time. And even myself a little bit hesitate because what I'm talking about is about chicken, and then chicken, but we bring the pizza. Fortunately, we are very successful. And the other brand also, we're looking at what the future in the market will be. That's one of the opportunity. But of course, you must have a support partner. If you don't have a support partner, if someone just try to sell you to take your money, not help you to develop the business, probably not success also. So this is what I call opportunity problem. You can ask more questions. I just brief on this one. One of our strategy, what we try to do, to be the first mover. I mean, we're looking at the market, and we said we should do first on that one. And all the product we bring, we the one who start first. Have the right people. Let's say the pizza company. After we have the idea, and 5 years later, we start the business in 2004. And then we recruit Virat. Virat here. Virat is a general of the EFG, of food business. If we don't have people like Virat, the right people, probably we don't have EFG today also. So to start up the business, you must have people that can run the business. And you may ask me a question, what kind of people that we are talking can run the business? So probably I think a lot in the question, I saw some question about that one, so may talk more about that. The another point is about business plan. Everyone talking about business plan. Everyone. if you have a good business plan, you may success. Business plan just some indicator that tell you how the business will look like. But at the end, you need the right people. If you just have the right plan, it doesn't work also. You might have the right people. But business plan tell you where to go, what you should do, what you should start first, what's next. So this is about business plan, including people, finance, and the investment also. Find resource. I talk about this one very broadly when we talk resource. Actually, when we talk resource, it's covered by the people itself, it's covered by the finance, covered by the ability of the company also. But here I more focus on finance. Especially in Cambodia, when we start up the business, to find the finance is not easy, very difficult. Because when you go to ask the money from the bank, the first question the bank will ask you, how much money you have. Yeah. It's true? Yeah. You know why? Because they may ask you, do you have a house? Do you have any asset that can be a collateral when you take my money? And normally, they ask you more than you borrow them. Probably you have $100, they let you borrow only $70 or $60. And that's the problem here. Compared to other country, especially in, let's say, developed country, it did not happen. When you have a good plan, you can talk to the bank. If a country like Malaysia, I think my friend also from Malaysia here go. When I do a study in Malaysia talking about the financing, if you have a good plan, you can talk to government, and government can be a guarantor for you to borrow the money from the bank. But here we don't have that kind of service or that kind of support. You have to have your own. So finance is a bit difficult for us here. Just for the startup, probably even you have already the business plan. I want to share some idea here. What it is when you do the business, you think beyond assumption, challenge them. What it means, don't do the assumption. Think about it and challenge them. If you think that it will be a difficulty, just talking about the capital will be a challenge when you start up the business. So challenge them, find a way. Still a lot of way to do it around also. A lot of people when they start a business, they worry about fail or losing, but don't worry about losing. Think about winning. Failure is success if we learn from it. If you know that, if you learn that about your failure, for sure you can make it success. If you don't learn from that one, you will not succeed. I always ask to our people in the company, say, ask yourself, why did it fail? And why we losing money? Think about it. Yeah, so we have to learn from that to make a success. And I think that's it in the presentation, but I'm waiting for the question if you have.
So once again, thank you very much, Mr. Sang, and I am very interested in what you have indicated, or to make the what we call this the thing to like say successful thing, yeah. But let's say I think maybe I could not cover all the points on your personal stuff, your biography. Then by that, can you just please tell me about yourself in case I couldn't cover all?
Okay, so let me start a bit by myself. Yeah, my name Ngon Sang. Ngon is family name. You call me Sang. Yeah, as you said, so for the study, I graduated from Royal University Law and Economics. Then I got a scholarship from French government for my study, MBA study in Thailand, in Asian Institute of Technology, so graduated in 1998. After that, I joined with the company, with RMA, as the, at the time, my position was assistant to CFO in the country. And just probably around 1 year, the CFO had left the company, so I took over the position as a CFO. Until 2007, I had another task also as a deputy country manager. So I hold two positions. One is CFO and one is deputy country manager. And just recently, the company, they want me to be the CEO, and the company sent me to Harvard Business School for a program called General Management Program. That program has been designed for a junior CEO or candidate to be a CEO in a very specific way like that. And after graduate, so I have been appointed as the CEO of the RMA group in Cambodia. For the four company I just present to you here. Yeah.
So that's a very appreciated. And I hope most of all.
Yes.
So, but what is interesting, and I'm proud of, in fact, that you have been appointed as the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
I mean the CEO of the group, RMA group. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just like sometime after taking up an offer with this organization as the just an intern in 1996.
Yeah.
You have developed from the very entry level all the way to top position and demonstrate your managerial and leadership ability to grow up to this glory time. So, what do you think your success in career development came from? It is also to say your company business.
First, talking about myself is, I have a very clear idea or clear criteria, or on the other way is about mindset, clear mindset, how I handle the work. So I based on 3 items. First one is about accountability.
Okay.
Yeah, it means that when I do the job, I will make sure the job is complete properly and be the best as possible. Also, just sharing especially some young generation, when they have their boss, they try to work very hard. But if their boss is not there, they just slow. But in opposite from me, I really opposite this one. Not because I tried a lot, but it's mentality. If the boss is not there, we the one responsible. So we have to make it happen. Yeah. So this also called accountability. The other one, you have to work hard. Don't really believe lucky. Don't really believe lucky or don't really believe people that say work smart but not hard. I don't really believe that.
Both way.
Yeah, it had to be both ways. So that the second one I say work hard, think hard. Yeah, and I like a lot about the word called think hard, think differently. You know, if this, if that, how about this, how about that? That will make you have some idea. Smart, sure that the third one that that you said, and the third one in my idea. Smart, you know, it come from probably, let's say, some people it built in. But smart is not only like that. You can learn also to be smart. You can learn, especially today. You know, a lot of good book to learn, to read, and if you learn from what you read, from what you see, and thinking, you know, when you do something, you're thinking what you pick up from that one, and what should be applied to your job, and you will find a way. You'll find a way to do it, to handle it. And now, you know, in you know, training or whatever, when we send people in our company, when we send people to train, I always ask a question: what do you pick up from the training, and what can you apply to your job? And now we come to like a official format, official form in our HR department. They have that paper, so every people train, they will have that kind of paper to complete it. The reason we want that, because, you know, people will think about what they learn, what they see, put into the paper, and then bring to the work. Otherwise, after the training meeting, they just gone, everything just gone. So I think Gabriel is one of our trainer, and I think he saw that form also. Every training, we must have that one, have to complete that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. There's a lot of things that add value to this. What you see, the point that make you success. Then another point is this, more or less similar to the previous question, but I'd like to ask you, like, what are the needs to prepare, if you could say, you know, for someone to really prepare him or herself to be tops in the enterprise, let's say startup? Some necessary knowledge or some research or stuff like that, you know, come to ask you, this is the benefit for the startup.
You know, actually, if you're talking about learning or prepare yourself, actually, they said 70% from work, 20% from, you know, your boss, your college, or your mentor, and 10% from reading the book. I'm right, Gabriel? A lot of people say like that. But always you can change, depend on where you, what position you are, because some position from work, because probably, you know why I'm saying it like that, because you may do the same thing for the last 10 years. You don't open the mind to the new one. So better you have to be trained. You have to be trained, or read more and look at the model of you know, good businessman in your business, or the success person, what they're doing, and learn from that. That's the easy one.
A lot of people, we got two group of people. First, like they like to work in a corporate, I mean, grow in the personal, in the career development, grow. But you also talk about the opportunity, and then for that, because it means for the startup, what are the opportunity for the people to business startup as young entrepreneurs?
Actually, plenty of opportunity. You know, I think Kim Dae-woo, the founder of Daegu in Korean car. Yeah, they said all the road is covered by the gold for doing the business also. And that is build our opportunity. Either you work with them or you know, probably what you have to look, not just working with them, but probably you have to make something that they need in the market. For example, you know, when we start up the pizza company at the first one, so we import everything from Thailand. The reason we import, because we cannot find someone here that support our business. But right now, we start changing. So some item we work with a local company here, because they bring, you know, not bring, but they doing their business inside the countries to meet up with the level of the requirement that we need. Yeah. So a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
You have to see also about the trend. For example, the reason we bring the food, you know, we saw that the young generation, they like eating outside, they like something modern, and or I said show up, something like that.
Yeah.
So we have to think about something like that. What kind of product that respond to the need of the market, and that we bring. And this is, you know, what we always thinking in our group. What that we have to bring in. Yeah. So that call opportunity of
This opportunity for the startup, the journey could be like because they like the challenges and they like to be in the responsibilities of what they want to do. Yeah. So that's coming to the startup, and then there's of course multiple way of starting a business, and one can actually start thing from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the form of partnership or ownership. And out of that, franchise is a very famous, a very popular way to start a business.
Yeah.
Right? And then I think, of course, franchise is a form of licensing, where it is a contractual agreement between a company or a huge company,
Yeah.
or a franchisor, okay? An individual or a company that allow this is called a franchisee, yeah, that
Yeah.
allow this franchisee to operate certain business under the established trademark or well established name, yeah, to under the what they call according to the specific rule. And of course, you have mentioned that, and then we know that one of your business unit under RMA called Express Food Group is running multiple well-established franchising, such as the pizza company, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Susan. That is mentioned, and the Costa Dairy Queen as well.
Yeah, we have 5 brands.
Yeah. Now let's say about the pizza company.
Yeah.
I, in fact, as individual, initially opposed the idea of having pizza offer in Cambodia, considering the affordability, the local taste, yeah, anything, etc. But your pizza company turned to be tremendous success. Okay, and then what I observe, I don't know, you have to say that. Everyone will say success, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Cambodian market too. So, what were the opportunities you have seen in this regard? And then how you managed to get a pizza company franchise into Cambodia? I think you mentioned some. But
Yeah, talking now, I just mentioned about the economic condition,
Yeah,
political condition, your standard living of people may attract a lot of business franchiser. I mean, the owner of the franchiser want to move to the country. So it become an opportunity for let's say for everyone or for the businessmen that they want to have a franchise. But actually become also obstacle because of all the conditions. The franchisor may look at the, you know, a lot of people want the franchise, so they may look at the quality of, you know, the people that apply for the franchise also. So it in opposite like that also, it more difficult than before also, let's say like that in a way. So to have, in order to get the franchise from any franchise, probably you need to bring yourself to the standard required by that. Just example, not only the food, you know, the food, even the vehicle, the Jaguar and Range Rover, we have to commit to the standard required by the franchisor, the same.
Is some disadvantage and advantage.
Yeah.
So, well, it's the opportunity you see is come from the macro, and as well the experience you see from the island, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So this is the right time to get the visa into Cambodia in the form of franchising. Probably it's right. It's also the same time when the visa company want to extend the business. So it's one way for them to really avoid some potential risk. But I wouldn't go deep into that because I recall in the U.S. alone, the revenue from the franchise industry, I think close to 1 trillion a year, and deploying about 12 million people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for about 1 million franchise outlets in the country. And then it's just about counting for about 50% from the retail and food industry in US. And the same proportion is picking up in the Europe. Okay. And then I see, what do you think about this trend and opportunity for the startup entrepreneurs? I mean, to do franchising in Cambodian context.
I think the you know, like I said, so I encourage you to do it because a lot of opportunity, and you can see in the demand in the market what nice and what not get here, and what can be applied to the local taste here. So you can think about that. But at the same time, you have to be ready to be that level also. And you can see that most of the franchise, when you start up, probably difficult. I'm saying that not disencourage you. I'm saying that because I want you to think, you know, harder how to get it. Because a lot of the franchisor, they want to work with a well-established company. And you can see that for us, yes, we have 5 brands, and we are going to have 1 more brand very soon this year. But besides that, look at the other company, you know, when they have the franchise right now. So it's very rare to go to a new business. At least you have a good connection. Then you go to a well-established company. I share your experience because my friend here, sitting here, also go. You know why I know him and why we like brother right now? He is the franchisor of BBQ Chicken. At that time, he was the franchisor of BBQ Chicken. He fly from Malaysia to meet me at the time through the Korean embassy. So some franchisors, they may go through the embassy, they say, who can be a candidate? And then they identify who can be. And then they just point to us, say, go to this company, the embassy. So I got a call from embassy. There's a franchisor coming and they want to talk to me. So actually, him, the one who come to talk to me at that time. So even yeah.
Yes, there's always pro and con. So we
Yeah.
go a little bit deeper into Pizza Company because I think you can give me some example. Do you see some pro and con or good and bad to have Pizza Company on board? Well, I mean, before you go into that answer, I just like elaborate a little bit on the franchise idea because I think one way to avoid some is to do franchise because one way to avoid some management headache associating with the startup business, right? I think because you are corporate and that is for the individual or some startup to invest in the franchise is some approach that allow them to use the larger company trademark or when to sell their product and services, right? In the big, of course, territory in Phnom in Siem Reap, wherever. But of course, in the chain to get the rise, the franchisee have to pay the specific amount,
Yeah.
like one shot amount, and also with the royalty fee based on sale with every month, things like that. So this is good because they agree to do that because the franchisee win because they can take the advantage of franchisors' proven business system, look like the pizza. And of course, the general marketing and public benefit from a very consistent product and service. Is it right?
Okay, let me share about the idea of franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the benefit first.
Yeah.
About the benefit when you have franchise, you don't have much headache. So you don't need R&D, you don't need C&D because they tell you what to do. You just follow it. So, you know, it's easy for you and everything that they tell you to do is already success. Because they never tell you the one that not success. So whatever they tell you to do, it means that they already learn and know that that one is already good, that one is already work. So you just follow them.
Yeah.
So that's the easy part.
Yeah.
But also, don't forget about the difficult part when you're talking about the franchise. You have to do whatever according to their, what they call a CI, the corporate identity.
Okay.
So, you know, that's why I'm saying you have to be that standard also. If you not reach that standard, you will not get it first, or you will get penalized when you get the franchise already and you don't follow that rule. And very strict, so all the franchise is very strict. They tell you what to do and you have to do that.
Yeah.
Talking about the marketing, even you don't need, let's say, even you don't need, but they tell you to do it, you have to do it.
Okay.
You have to do it. They have some, you know, some rank tell you to do it and you have to do it. Even they say, no, I don't need that one. My store full of people, have no place for them to sit for I need to do the marketing.
Okay.
Say, no, this is a franchise agreement and you have to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that also.
This is what we call the disadvantage of franchising. Well, although it is offer many advantages.
And also some franchisor is very strict the standard.
Yeah.
Even you let's say you understand from yourself, you understand that if I do this a bit, it will be more success because I know my people like this one. They may say no, you have to do this.
Okay.
Even you don't like it, you have to do it.
So look like the franchisor is prescribed virtually on every aspect of your business.
Correct.
And it could go down detail to you like even the employee uniform, the colors on your wall, and then to be strictly below. And in some case, maybe the franchisor would require you to buy those stuff from them, and even instruct you to get the supply from them.
Yeah, correct. And not only the uniform, but you know, mostly all the material. Some franchisor, they point you to buy. Say you go to this company at this location to buy that one.
Yeah.
Even the price higher than in the market, you have no choice.
Okay.
To be approved, you must buy from that guy, no one else. But some franchise, okay, they flexible as long as the quality is acceptable to meet the standard, they will agree.
Okay.
Or you have to fight back, you have to prove that this is better, this is good for the business, and then they may consider.
Okay. So I understand that it is not the vehicle for everyone, and it's one thing to say is owning franchise is not guarantee the wealthy. I mean the wealthy, but it's just like only one of the safe way to entry the business.
It doesn't mean that when you buy a franchise, you will have a successful business. It going back to what I'm saying at the beginning. You must have a right structure of your organization. You must have a right people. You must have a right process, and probably strategy also. Even they tell you, but not everything. You have to look at some strategy that you can do it and follow to the CI of the franchisor.
That will go to the evaluation of franchising with the capacity of the financial affordability. Of course, there's also a good point that investing in franchise is also good for the franchisee. I would not like oppose you, but because also I have to say that, and because risk is reasonably low as well. When investing in franchise, we know that we all get the viable business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, that business probably must have successful record. I mean, certainly. And then all the things that we can also have the advantage of the name recognition, mass advertising, stuff like that. And in that case, look like the pizza company. We know that investment for franchising could be vary from just like a couple of thousand to $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, just like so, and the pizza company, what is the case? And would this cost cover all the location, the what market research, training, technical assistance, as well as the cost associated with building, leasing structure, preparation shop, purchasing supplies, stuff like that? Is it involved or what? And what is the cost of that?
Yes, let's say the pizza company, our total investment is about $500,000 per store, including equipment, leasehold improvement, franchise fee, and the IT equipment also.
Yeah.
But however, it varies according to the size of your outlet. In a big one, it can be higher than that also.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is I'm talking only about the investment to the store. But to have the store running, you need the inventory, you need the probably other material also. So more money than invest in the store.
This is still very difficult in the entry part because of the fees. And also another thing, another one thing is only also the financial viable that the franchisee is bound to pay on the monthly base. I mean, generally notice that 20% of the total sale.
Depend on the franchisor, but probably not going to that level. Otherwise, you cannot run. It varies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know that being a franchisee, you may as part of getting well trained in how to run the business on day-to-day operating, like in accounting system, reporting system, standard procedure, and whatsoever you've been given. So how about the financial support? You got any financial support from the franchises?
Normally not. Normally not. The system also is not 100%. If you're talking about the operation for franchise and the food,
Yeah.
mostly they refer to about how the store function.
Yes.
It's not about not about really how to make the business running well. It's not about that. You must have your own idea on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say before you signing the franchise agreement, what do you need to negotiate? Let's go in specific. Are you, let's say, clear about all the obligations?
You will list probably 5 page to what you want to talk US.
Yeah.
And talking about US is it another side of the globe from here. They spend a lot of money where we can find very similar item nearby
Okay.
country here. So probably that we have to negotiate with them.
Yeah.
Probably even some, if we're talking about the food, probably some food is not made with the taste of the local here. So probably you have to talk. So just an example, but it thousands of items. So
Yeah.
it's not yeah.
It seems to me that you have to be clear of all obligations under the franchise agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go deep into the pizza. But the pizza get good location. Are you responsible for selecting the location of business?
Normally not me. Virya is the one who responsible for location.
So I mean, like on the franchising part, it's not a franchisor who taking care
No,
of
it is us here.
Okay. And then another thing, I think you probably aware of that. Let's say the name of the pizza company has been legally protected.
Yes.
Protected. Okay. Because I'm afraid if someone comes and do the same thing, so what to do? And let's say if the pizza company change the name without your consultation, is it happen? Because one thing has happened when you change the color.
I think you have to something not under our control. We don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you say we're protected, but
No, by law, they have a very strong legal affair on that one, so they know how to do it. And you remember last time the company put the sign, the W in upside down
Okay.
here.
So been
Yeah.
some problem.
And even the company not here yet, but they should. And
I know what you're saying.
I think someone put the Starbucks sign last few years and
Okay.
had to take away also.
Okay.
That one is they can bring you to not only here but normally something like that. It bind by an international convention.
Okay. Okay. It's been signed in
Yeah.
Spain, right?
Yeah.
And in your franchise ventures, is there any promising without written contract?
What do you mean?
I mean, let's say the franchisor, I promise to support you this and that, budget, marketing and stuff, but it's not written in the contract. Does it ever happen?
Normally, it's lucky if you do whatever according to the contract.
Okay. So, yeah. Pizza have been operating here for about 10 years. Any condition for renewal the licensing agreement?
We do. We just signed a new contract for another 10 years.
Okay, because business going well, then you go together again.
Yes.
Okay. So, is that the exclusive right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then, but from that, you also can help the other people that work under pizza company here. Also, let's say if you want to appoint another franchisee, sub-franchisee.
We're thinking about that, but in general, until now, no decision from our management on that one yet, because we worry about the quality of the product. We because this is very sensitive for us. If
Okay.
any problem with one outlet, it's not about the image of that outlet, it will be the image of the whole product. So we are very cautious about that one.
Okay, let's say in maybe somehow some other company or individual with very good connection to the pizza company franchises, and of course they withdraw the exclusive right or whatsoever. So under that, maybe it's also allow you the condition, and you don't like them, okay, and then you want to terminate the contract. Okay, and what happened to what deal?
You have to see
Yeah.
at that stage.
Okay.
I have no idea now.
Okay. So are you bearing of entering the similar pizza company if without the franchising agreement or right?
What?
I don't know, because maybe you as the company already acquired my technology and know-how, and now we stop the agreement, and then okay, we're not using the pizza company, but maybe using the pizza firm instead of pizza company.
as we work very well together, this never come to our mind so
Okay,
far.
because I believe for those who want to start a franchise may need to have a look into this question. That's why I asked if you experience from the successful experience.
Yeah.
And the same thing under the same contract in every pizza company. If let's say, because I know Asia like to do the merger acquisition, liquidation stuff a lot. Because in the past year they acquired a huge company called Comin2.
Yeah.
But in the reverse way, for example, if you want to sell your interest or some part of your interest in pizza to other, can it be possible?
No idea at this stage. We, you know, we do buy a shoe company.
Yeah.
In Cambodia, we buy two companies. So we buy Goldman Khmer and FCC. I think everyone know FCC. So actually FCC are part of our group also. I do not put in the presentation here because not under my management. It's a separate management, board company and under separate management.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another question that I think you have mentioned already that you are bound to buy supplies and stuff. Anything recognized or indicated by the franchisor, the pizza company,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, it is recommended by them.
Okay. So I think pretty much, and then we're just like one thing, because for the startup, I mean, the individual may want to have another form of franchising but more affordable. But it come up to evaluating the franchising. Okay, because you say that some franchise may not guarantee the success. Of course, if we talk to the company that have a good record and then well-established system, it could be high, but it guarantee the return, then it's fine. Yeah. But
No franchisor will guarantee you the return or success of the business. This is clear. And you may know that some well-known brand
yeah.
in Cambodia not success.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's way is to protect ourselves from poor franchising investment. I think it is to study junction.
No, I let me just refresh you again. Franchise business doesn't mean that you just sitting and collecting the money. It doesn't mean that at all. You have to work at the same at the business.
Yeah.
You must have your own idea, your own strategy to bring the business to the success.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that, oh, I have the franchise, I will rich in my life. You can be poor in your life. It can be like that. So very clear, you know. At the end, it's about you yourself have to think, think hard and find a way for success.
Yeah, so
And not avoid it, yeah.
that before to commit ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we get to study information about that company to determine the financial condition of that also franchisor, because we're gonna be a partner that way. Because there's also some case that
You know where to study their
Yeah.
financial whatever help.
Yeah.
But they the one who do on you,
Okay.
not us. But they the one who look on you. You are able to run a business. For example, if the business lost in 1 year, where are you going to get the money? They will ask you that question.
Yeah.
You cannot just waiting the money.
Yeah, that's another way around, because there are also some fraudulent case where I think American legal, maybe not have in Cambodia. They come up with very nice boat and then surrounded by very well-known franchisors, and some guy got money lost. I mean, see one example, one of the franchises tried to get it, and then they signed agreement, everything, paying all the fee.
Yeah.
And
they disappear.
they even bring her the bun of flour.
Yeah.
So, but that bun of flour, it just only the franchising benefits it got from being a franchisee until, I mean, the guy who scammed it, collecting multi-million dollars before he got caught.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that we can share.
No, yeah, I think you have to more careful. Not only that kind, but a lot of way people cheating you the money.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be careful. But you have to think that how can you sign agreement with them?
Yes.
Ask yourself, how can you sign agreement with them? And why you have to sign the agreement?
Yeah. So a lot of things maybe we need also to consult the attorneys or the business consultant to make sure before we commit ourselves to this startup in the form of franchising.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can invest ourselves, look like we can spend some more money, a few months to work with someone who already own the franchisee, and then
You have to visit them. You have to visit them. Before we sign the BBQ chicken, we and I fly to Singapore, Malaysia to see the store with the people, and then the final one we go to Korean. We fly to head office of BBQ chicken in Korean and meet with the chairman there, the owner, the foundation, and we see we visit the store, we see how the store working. So, it's not one day job. It's quite long. It's 2 years to have one franchise.
I think that this franchise will bring the return back to the investor, to the startup. Yeah. So we learned it from the other franchising, what they think about this franchising opportunity.
The franchisor will tell you the good story.
Then we learn from the other franchising.
That's what I'm saying. You might have business plan, how it looks like. Yeah. For example, if you are going to open one outlet that they have 100 seats, and calculation, let's say, every day you have 2 times of turnover of the seat, probably 200 people, and how much you will earn from 200 people.
Yeah.
So, you cannot listen to people, you will have, let's say, $5 per person, so it will be $1,000 per day.
Yeah.
You cannot listen to people tell you that you will reach $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah.
That what is in your business plan.
Yes.
So you have to look at that one, the reality here, and probably you have to look at the same level of country. Probably you cannot compare yourself to Singapore, Japan, or Korea, where they sell, very high. So all these criteria have to put together. So again, it's based on you yourself. You have to look at, you have to work it. Yeah.
At least to check
Yeah.
before the signing the chat. So yeah, pretty much. And I think the last word for our audience here is, what is the advice you would have for the startup or young entrepreneurs?
for young entrepreneur, one thing I have to say, I think I have to quote to sentence the last one. But what I want to add, you have to take some risk. Yeah, you have to take risk, and also you must be ready yourself. If you want to go to the business, you have to be ready. If you just go because someone tell you to do, or because you see someone doing good, not yet enough. Yeah.
Because starting the business is not the whole entrepreneurs, I would say also. And this is a matter of entrepreneurial mindset. There has to be consistency and a lot of things that you've been describing us so far.
And for the business, if you run a business, let's say in a small, I call small business, let's say like that, not a medium, you got a medium one. I think they start to count when you have 200 people above, and it's still a medium one, but the small one is 200 below. So when you run a small business and you own a business, I don't believe, as an experience, as what I see, I don't believe that you can hire someone to run a business for you. At least you are there. At least you are there.
Yes.
If you not the same as a corporation like us, the owner visit probably 1 to 2 months, and when they visit probably 1 day or half day, that's it. And because the system is there, it's system, you have a clear system process. But if you run a small business, if you're not there, I guarantee you'll fail. At least the guy who runs the business is your brother, your sister, or your wife, your husband. That's okay. Just my comment. It can be not true, but that's what I learned, that's what I see. So, you have, some boy just talked to me that I asked a question, what you want to do tonight. But he said something around the vehicle. That's okay, because he's there. So whatever he do is around the business, and he's there. So that's okay. That will be successful.
Okay, great to have you on board today, Mr. San. Thank you, for this wonderful evening. Okay.
Thank you for your attention.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time to come in to join us here also.
Okay. Let me invite you and all our guests, audience, to have a network dinner together at the back of this. Okay. Thank you very much. But in the same time, you got a question, maybe you can make the session after. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot.